Bwah, 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 bwah.
Well, that was fucking horrible. Hello, and welcome to our talks of I guess, Star Wars today?
Star
Or our
Wars.
chats
Our
of
chats.
Star Wars today?
Because as
Our
of this video
rebrand.
going up, Star Wars will be out the next day.
Yeah, next day.
Tonight.
The Force
in like a
Awakens.
couple
Dun,
hours.
dun, dun.
The premiere, like the Hollywood premiere and all that crap, happened on Monday night. So technically, the world has known about stuff, but no
I
spoilers.
haven't known about shit.
Or
I
will
don't
kill
watch it.
you.
Yeah.
So,
So, are you gonna go see it? Are you excited? New
Am
Star
I gonna
Wars.
go see it?
Yeah.
eventually go see
I'll probably get to go see it when it's in DVD box in my house.
it.
Two kids doesn't give a lot of time to go see. Actually, I will be able to see it New Year's week because two kids will be at their grandparents,
Oh.
and it will just be me and Sterling. So that'll be cool.
I
Yeah.
might,
I'm excited. I can watch movies.
I might, wait till it comes out and watch it.
No, this is gonna be good in fucking big screen.
Well, the problem is I don't know anyone that is a Star Wars fan, so
You can come with
short of
me.
going by myself, there's no real reason for me to go
If
see
you
this in the
go
theater.
by yourself, you have to wear a really dorky ass fucking necklace and be really fat with like a neck beard and a ponytail and a fedora.
Ah.
That's how you go to the movies by yourself.
I can't get a neck
Not
bird
you,
overnight.
Not you. I was talking about really, really fat, like South Park fat, like South Park,
Like
Make
Cartman
Love, Not
fat.
Warcraft fat.
Cartman.
Oh, the Warcraft
That
player.
I actually saw that exact guy when I went to see Chronicles of Riddick when it first came out in the theaters,
Nice.
and he had a really big fucking like Dungeons and Dragons weird like enchanted necklace around him, and like he was like breathing really like fat heavy. It was bad.
He's got his lightsaber and his like belt hoister
45
thing.
years old, and he still has acne.
Yeah, totally. I might see it. I'm for sure at least gonna see it on Christmas. I
Right.
might see it on Sunday.
I'll go see it if we end up wanting to do a review episode of it. It's like, oh, gotta go see the movie now.
So I was, who the fuck was I talking to? Shit, it was just some random person like was talking to me about Star Wars. Oh, it was my boss's son, and he's like, I heard that the bad Jedi is gonna be Luke Skywalker.
You know nothing.
I was like, what?
Yeah, there's a lot of
There's
theories
been rumors,
that Luke.
yeah.
How the fuck
has turned
are
to
you
the
gonna
dark
go
side.
from Luke being training Jedis, which is not canon anymore, to being the fucking Sith Lord? No, that's not gonna happen. If it
I didn't
happens,
say anything about Sith Lord. He
I'll
said
be
dark or bad Jedi.
Dark Jedi, yeah.
no, the
You
guy with
played
the red
KOTOR games,
lightsaber.
you know the difference.
The guy with the red lightsaber. That's what he's talking about. I specifically asked.
Oh, I gotcha.
And that's what
No,
he's talking
because even if he went like dark side, he'd still be using his lightsaber. So
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
wouldn't make a new
well,
lightsaber
maybe.
with flanges and shit. He'd be old school, like old school lightsaber.
Yeah. I mean that we've already talked. That lightsaber's probably. Well, it's hard to say nowadays because nothing's canon.
Right.
But that lightsaber is probably the guard on it, Brian. You were talking about how that might just be like an offshoot of the excessive amount of power it's coming out because
Yeah,
the
it
red
could just
crystals.
be like an exhaust port because the lightsaber was poorly put together.
Yeah,
Or-
or the crystal was poorly crafted because they're not crafted anymore because red
Well,
crystals.
I imagine there's
crafted.
probably some craftsmen that you go out there and find who are like ancients and shit and make those things still.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Well, the whole thing that the red crystals are the ones that are manufactured, and the rest of them, the
Are
colors
natural.
are found naturally.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah,
That
that's-
way you could get some more power out of it.
But hey, is it poorly manufactured if he was smart enough to put in exhaust ports? I mean, he knew it was
Well,
gonna
no,
need
it's
them.
just it's
Well, it could
it's
be
a poorly
like-
manufactured crystal, but
I
he
gotcha,
compensated
yeah,
for
yeah.
it with the exhaust ports.
Right.
And it also gives
Yeah.
him a cool looking guard.
Right, right.
But it could be
Yeah.
something that, like a new type of lightsaber, like when
Well, it also could be
Darth
very
Maul's
functional to have an
dual
actual
lightsaber
guard.
came out, and everyone's
Yeah.
like, holy shit, he's got two blades.
yeah.
And then that was the coolest thing, and all the kids had fucking two blade lightsabers.
It's still a cool thing.
It
Yes,
is.
it is still a cool thing. Because I still have that lightsaber. I still have it.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
I'm definitely looking forward to seeing some of the old cast back. 'Cause
Yeah.
Harrison Ford's going to be there, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Yep,
He's in the
and
trailer,
Chewie.
so yeah.
And Chewie.
Yeah. And Carrie Fisher, Leia, is supposed to be in it, and
even though I don't think we seen her in any of the actual trailers though.
I don't think so.
I don't believe we have. So she's probably has even less screen time than the others.
Yeah. Unfortunately, R2D2 is not the same character anymore, but
he's not a remote controlled robot. He's a remote controlled robot.
It's not the same person controlling him.
It doesn't matter. He's a robot.
I don't think Kenny Baker's like.
And we got BB-8.
He's dead.
Is he dead?
Yeah, the guy who played R2D2 died.
Who's it? Oh, that's too bad. Yeah. But he couldn't have been the same. I mean, chances are it's not someone inside of R2D2 anymore. It's probably CGI remote. Like the bot is probably remote controlled on set.
They're probably
and
then
doing it like Dobby. Like how Dobby was
made,
it was just a stick with the head
if
on
you
it.
go by how they did BB-8, then R2-D2 is going to be almost a fully functioning robot. That isn't CGI.
Fully functioning?
Oh no, he's not fully functioning. They did it afterwards, but in the movies, it was more like on a stick to kind of get him to move and stuff. But he was an actual robot. Like they built it, and he just
From
what
it works, you can buy one. Like when it works, and it's just a magnet that rotates. Keeps.
It's got like wheels on it, so yeah.
Well, it's not wheels. It literally is just a ball.
It's just a ball, yeah.
And it's
and
the
gyroscope
on the inside of the ball with a gyro, and another magnet in the head that keeps them together, but allows the ball to spin in any direction around it.
Yeah.
And it's got induction charging and all that. Yeah, they're really expensive.
Yeah.
I want
and now the next movie will probably have like a fully functioning BB-8 that isn't like controlled with a stick and stuff and wires.
Yeah, probably.
Because people have made it. Like people
just put an even smaller
person
person in the ball to run around.
No, that wouldn't work. It would look weird. You have to have a smooth roll. Put a dead person in there, and then just push it. That weight inside will help it roll.
Oh no!
They're like a sand dune. And you just hear it. Like they don't edit it out. There's like an epic backlights or it's just ow.
I can imagine like at least R2D2 could stop rolling and get up on his feet and kind of walk. How's BB-8 gonna get up shit?
By fucking rolling up shit.
But that doesn't work that way. There's bumps and things.
It doesn't work that way, and we have talking robots and fucking lightsabers, Steve. I'm pretty sure they can make it work that way.
Well, I'm wondering if he jets upstairs. Like, if they ever show him needing to get up something, all of a sudden jets just go off and he does like a little hop.
Or he's like the original Daleks and just couldn't
hover?
Stairs.
Although if you can hover, then why would you roll around?
The original Daleks.
Yeah. What they do?
The original Daleks couldn't hover. Like they couldn't get upstairs.
So how? Oh, okay, I got you.
It was their biggest weakness.
So they just had to pick them up. They just had to pick up this beach ball size thing that probably weighs like a good 100 pounds, and then just pick them upstairs.
Yeah, that's.
Although they did pick up R2D2 before and help him up or something. Like they helped tip him up and stuff.
Yeah, but in movies 2 and 3, they just gave him jets.
Right. Well, when he had to move quickly, but he still was able to walk. Like he was able to hobble.
Yeah, right.
So he could get up some stairs.
You could put
it would take forever.
Some like a shake weight. You could put a hydraulic based shake weight inside of BB-8,
and then that kind of makes him jump. Yeah.
Yeah. So, which would be cool. Kind of funny.
I mean, they'll probably never show it. They'll probably just show him on the ship, off the ship. Like they never will show him rolling up it.
Right.
Although they don't do that in old movies.
There's just going to be big plot holes on how the hell BB-8 got up those stairs. And that's what everybody's going to talk about after this movie.
Probably.
This is bullshit. How'd he get up those stairs?
Oh, man.
Is that a vibro sword I saw? Are they going to actually have vibro swords?
Yep.
In the movie, they're actually going to have a... Hell yeah.
Yep.
That's fucking awesome.
Yep.
I'm glad they kept that bit of lore. Fucking...
Yeah, right. Well, it's...
Lore killers.
Wow. I mean, I understand killing the lore surrounding the time where they're making the movies because, you don't want to be fighting with the books.
Right.
The Thrawn books are really good and everybody loves them. And unless they were just going to come out straight out and say, we're just going to make these into movies, which would be awesome.
Yeah, they could have did that instead of rewriting a whole fucking story.
Well, you'd have to get new actors to play already known characters, which would be a bitch. But
that's true.
I don't know. I
don't think Mark Hamill can pull off the same Luke as he did.
I don't think so either. But I don't understand why they cut all the old stuff. I mean, honestly, like the Old Republic, like, why? I mean, there's
Maybe they want to like
make
retro.
new video games. I mean, what are they going to do? None of the spin-off movies are going to be back in that era. So
They might go backwards
Yeah.
with different movies. I don't fucking know. It's just
no. I mean, we know that Rogue Squadron is about Rogue Squadron, and then the next one is about Han Solo and Boba Fett, and then I don't know. The last offshoot movie is probably about Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Maybe. Or maybe
Again.
Yoda. That'd be awesome.
Ooh, yeah,
A
that would
Yoda
be cool.
movie.
Actually,
A Yoda
getting
movie.
his. Maybe we could find out his race finally.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the big thing. No one well, I don't think they want to actually give his race a title because it takes away that mystique. I mean, there was only
True.
ever 2 of his species in the movies, so
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. They could still be some kind of ancient species with like some really badass name.
they could, or they could
They're
have come
Cybermen.
from a different galaxy or something.
Right.
Our
Our galaxy.
galaxy, yeah, yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Just where the same galaxy ET's from? Possibly. ET might live in a different galaxy and they
There
might
was that
travel
thing,
to our
wasn't there?
galaxy.
But E.T.'s in the fucking Star Wars.
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
So,
Not ET, but his race is anyway.
yeah,
His
his
race, yeah.
species.
So unless they live in a different galaxy and traveled to our galaxy and found Earth.
Well, it is a galaxy far, far away.
So no, I'm
Well,
wondering though if ET species is born in our galaxy.
All right.
Yeah,
Maybe
It might be.
they were just like the first ones to develop technology to go between galaxies.
galaxies,
Yeah.
possibly. Yeah.
Yeah,
They're the only ones that do it. Because then otherwise you think everyone would be doing it. It's like, oh, fucking dark side's taking over. I'm just gonna pop over to the other galaxy here.
Yeah.
right. Yeah, exactly. That'd be cool.
It would be, I guess. And then the dark side would just come, and then it'd just be over. 'cause
And then
dark
the
side
force
always
is
wins.
everywhere. Yeah.
The force is everywhere.
Dark
It-
side
I
always
would-
wins.
It would be okay, but I have a feeling all of us would kill each other really quickly.
If we had the force, no, it would be a different society if we had the force. 100%
Yeah,
different society.
all the worst people would
And-
be even worse, and all the good people would be even better.
Yeah. And nobody would get shot ever because you can't fucking shoot anybody in this movie.
Not
unless
everyone would
you're
have the
Han Solo.
force. The only reason no one would die from a shooting is because most people would be stormtroopers. They can't hit anything, so
Exactly.
Unless they're trying to hit something that isn't a person, and then they
Right,
hit
like-
that thing nail it hardcore.
yeah. It's like, I'm going to shoot the thing 20 yards to your left. Oops.
I'm gonna shoot that penny that's 100 yards away. But I can't shoot you that's fucking 10 feet away. 'cause
I can't do
Yeah,
it.
right.
It's too hard.
You're moving
And
too
you'd have-
fast.
You'd have all the Han Solos. Speaking of which, did Han Solo shoot first?
Yes, we all know he did.
All right.
Yeah, didn't they figure that like in old unremastered movies he did shoot first?
Yeah.
I had a weird dream that I was fighting with someone over like VHSs in a used bookstore of the original unenhanced versions.
Wow.
It's pretty intense.
I have those.
Yeah, I'm jealous. We got rid of ours, I think.
I can print them on the DVD and send them to you.
That'd be awesome.
I'll do that because I have a DVD recorder video thing. Yeah, I'll do that. Fuck
Gotcha.
yeah.
Yeah.
Look,
So,
Mark Hamill's
got-
gonna miss again.
pew pew pew.
So I got
I'm,
some
I'm trying not to pay
questions.
attention to what's happening on the screen.
Yeah, I've just blocked it out. I've got some questions.
Okay. Go
Things
for it.
to talk about.
Do it.
If you were to have a lightsaber,
Uh-huh.
and then in the 20 minutes before you either kill yourself or cut off a limb.
Okay.
I
I haven't done it yet, and I have a bunch of swords. Come on. Give me a little
what-
credit.
Yeah, but those swords can't cut through like raw steel.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
it's
but
like- it's like a
I still avoid the
plasma
sharp
coming out
part
of it.
just
It's
as
like
much
a
as I
plasma
do.
cutter sword, Steve.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, go
You'd
on.
end
go
up
on.
hurting someone or your cat
Oh, yeah, maybe.
or something.
I haven't hurt my cat yet.
Oh no, Jinx! Oh god!
No, that's why it is named that way, I guess.
Um,
So what would the lightsaber color be?
what are the colors represents again? I know you told me this before, but
So I'm gonna go.
Like, does it have
totally
to fit our
not canon.
personality or just the color we want?
because I'd probably pick green because I just
Uh,
like green. But if it goes by what color I think I would be, then I need to know what the colors mean.
Then okay. Now,
if I were to get to pick, it would be black.
Ooh.
But that wouldn't fit my personality.
no.
Because I'm not super evil.
Right.
Well, black isn't super evil, is it?
Yeah.
Well, no,
That's
in
like
Star
you
Wars.
The last one to wield it was a Mandalorian, and that's sort of gray area. So
there you go.
That's true. But no, it's worse
So-
than red.
Red's the power. No, red's power color. That's why the dark side
Well,
has it, because they
yeah.
desire power.
right, exactly. It's like
Well, they
it's
also
a
have
more
orange,
strong
too.
blade, but
Right.
like traditionally, the blue were the knights, the green
Okay.
were the consulars.
Mm-hmm.
So the knights use the force like very physically and almost
Right.
like exclusively physically, whereas the consulars are more like they
Mind
would
tricks
sit
and
down and mind tricks and meditate and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And then you could be a sentinel with a yellow blade, which was like a
Right.
good mix of both. But
Okay.
like every color imaginable, is available to you.
Right.
And then they were like blends of the different stations. Like you could
Right.
have like a really like lime green lightsaber where
Which is
you
a
were a
little more
consular,
yellow.
but you did more physical activity,
Mhm.
like a sentinel would. Or you could have it like a teal, which would be more like a blend of knight and consular. Or you could have like a super super light blue, like a sky blue, and that meant something different,
But are
so-
those the main? We should probably stick to main colors.
Well,
and
the main colors would be
Well, the
blue,
main colors-
green, purple,
Yeah, but-
white, black, red, orange.
orange,
and not
silver.
necessarily super offshoot colors either.
Those aren't offshoots. Those are all main colors.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
there
don't
are
know.
like yeah, but if you want to just do canon colors, it's red, blue, green, yellow, white,
Yeah, oh,
and
yeah.
black.
So what's the white
Orange
and
is
black
also a canon color,
and purple?
Who
What's
had
the white, black, purple?
and purple's also a canon color.
Well, the purple represents someone who is
Who's a Jedi, but he's kind of been like to the dark side, kind of.
right.
He's
or
got- he's got the most experience
experienced
with
a
it.
lot of he's experienced a lot of dark side in his life,
Okay.
sort of thing.
So if Anakin never really went full dark side, he probably could have rocked a purple lightsaber.
Right.
Pretty hard.
And then what about the white and black?
Well, the white doesn't really have a canon explanation because
Yeah, it
Ahsoka
doesn't.
Tano is the only one who has
Mhm.
them currently in Star Wars Rebels.
Okay.
Mhm.
So we don't really know what it means. I think I would kill this video, Steve.
Huh?
The video
You-
playing in the background.
Why?
Because it's not Star Wars,
It's-
really.
It is Star Wars.
It's
They're talking about
Harrison
Star
Ford,
Wars.
yeah, but-
Yeah. It's part of the it's part of the
Alright,
playlist.
As long as we don't get sued because we're using someone else's video the whole time.
No, this is all on
Um,
Star Wars' YouTube page.
Yeah, Disney likes to sue people. But and then the black, again, there's not a lot of meaning for it, but the person who wielded it was very selfish and like wanted to return Mandalore to like its warrior roots, sort of thing.
Right.
So, and he ended up working in allegiance with like Sith and the dark side and stuff like that. But I wouldn't say that he was necessarily dark himself, because Mandalorians are weird.
Right.
So,
They are. I can't find anything on why a white lightsaber. Huh. Oh, here we go.
Well, not that I would want a yellow lightsaber, but it'd probably be yellow.
because you'd be a mixture of
Right. I'd probably
Physical
never
and-
be able to be like full on knights, but at the same time, I'd have, the yellow just makes sense.
Darth
what you
Maul actually
described.
used a black or dark saber at one point.
Hmm.
Imperial
Josh?
Knights would use the white lightsaber.
Josh,
Yes.
which one are you?
I'd probably purple. That would probably be the one.
What was the purple again?
someone who's had experience with the dark side.
Ah, yes, that's right. All right, never mind. Continue.
That's where I'd go with, because I feel like if I had an option to mix with the dark side, I probably would. And then I kind of feel bad about it because I have somewhat of a conscience and be like, look, I want to do right. So just give me a purple lightsaber.
I would want blue, but I would definitely have green. Like so
purple.
Green.
But if I didn't have purple, it would probably definitely be blue. Just because I feel like I would use the Force more physically than anything.
I'd probably just sit in a room and make things levitate.
Everyone
try to do that anyway, Brian.
That's how you practice.
Shut up. I'm forced to choke you.
You can't do that.
No, I know. Speaking of which, what is your favorite Force power?
Force power?
Is it good or is it evil? Like Force push or pull or lightning or choke or, disable droid or whatever.
I like choke.
I like the light
choke.
I like choke
lightning.
a lot.
I'd probably use push.
It'd probably be choke, then push, and then lightning. Yeah, that's how it would be.
I guess manipulating your lightsaber in midair as well.
Like throwing it?
Force powered. Or just like, because Yoda uses the Force to unsheath his lightsaber. He doesn't pull it off of his belt. He,
well, it's just like a telekinetic kind of force. Normal
right.
thing.
So at a certain point, then everything becomes a Force power. So you have to kind of limit it to just general
Well, I'm not talking about like that specific ability to draw it from his belt, but like when Vader uses the Force to keep his lightsaber on when he threw it at Luke.
Right.
That's a Force power because, he needs to concentrate on the blade as it's going away from him and then back to him. So.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, that'd probably be my top 3 powers right there.
I would definitely do push probably more than anything else because I could probably like use it to push myself away from things as well. So like I could jump and then use Force push to push me even higher or like push me away quickly from something because I'd be a very aggressive fighter. I mean, like consulars have to fight and it's just, it's part of the thing, but I'd probably be using my environment more to my advantage.
Yeah, just so you wouldn't be
attacking.
up face to face.
Right.
Yeah, but Force choke, that's always been my favorite.
Of course it
always is. Just be like, alright, fuck you. You're choking now.
It's a sexual thing.
Yeah, that would be actually really cool. I wonder if Force choke would be good in bed.
Just Force choke yourself.
Oh yeah, I was talking about my significant other, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
If Force choke was
should probably move on.
We still have a lot of actors alive.
We're gonna move on, and we kind of touched on this already. But would you be a Sith, a Jedi, or like one of those weird neutral characters?
I'd probably be neutral.
Yeah, one of those weird neutral.
I'd probably get like all the powers that I could, and then just go off and do whatever the fuck I wanted, and probably be hated by a lot of people.
I'd probably side with the Jedi more often than not, but I'd still be one of those neutral type characters.
If I could be like as good as a Jedi but anti-establishment, I would do that.
Yeah, which is pretty much unfortunately neutral because the Jedi are just that way.
Yeah, the Jedi,
I would totally be
good.
like, I'd totally go to like the Outer Rim planets and just help good people, by doing good things. I wouldn't worry about a Jedi code or anything like that.
It depends if there really is like a neutral side to the Force. Because every time they ever describe the Force, it's either good Force side or bad side.
Well, no, in Clone Wars, they talk about. There's like a couple episodes with the.
But that's something that not a lot of
side
people
and the son
watch,
that's
so it's hard to. It's hard to talk
a lot
about
of people
that
watch
without.
Clone Wars.
Oh, but at the same time, we're more talking about what your personality would lead you to do, not your Force abilities.
Well,
like,
it's not even necessarily personality.
I
mean, when a Jedi is trained from like birth almost, then it's not really about personality at that point. It's about indoctrination.
But there's still plenty of Jedis who break off after they've been trained for so long and go do whatever they want.
But they don't.
It's not set in stone.
They're not but they don't go around wielding lightsabers and using the Force and stuff.
Right.
Like if they leave the Jedi Order, like Ahsoka did, she had to turn over her lightsabers and everything.
I would go AWOL,
but you just go AWOL. They probably hunt you down,
and I'd kill them all, and I'd probably be considered bad. But...
Yeah, no, you're starting to get on the bad side there, buddy.
You're Sith. I knew it.
Well, I've always enjoyed the Sith a lot more in every kind of lore, every kind of game. I've always liked the Sith a lot more.
Well,
yeah.
No argument. He's like, yeah, whatever.
I mean, you've always said it, and you always hate that I always like the eviler side of every game, everything.
Just like with the games specifically, I get that games are a fantasy and a retreat and things that you don't get to do in your real life. But are you such a bad person, like when you walk around normally, that you need an outlet to be able to hurt people?
Right.
Like in games, I say this knowing full well that I go around shooting people in GTA. But in the Knights of the Old Republic games, you make some really moral decisions to be bad. Like it forces you, it forces it on you, really does.
I mean, I've made really bad moral decisions in games and haven't felt bad about it, and then really bad moral decisions in games like, damn, I feel like shit for doing that, and it's just a game.
Yeah.
So it just depends on how it's presented, really.
Yeah, alright.
Like, games are getting a lot better at making you regret what you've done.
Probably,
a lot better.
Yeah.
It's like, how could you do that? You just killed an entire village.
And all their families and babies.
But I got this gold, so fuck you.
Not just the men, but the women and the children.
And I liked it.
Okay, yeah. So, if you were to, I mean, obviously Star Wars is a massive sci-fi franchise, and it's based in space, it's Star Wars and stuff, and most of the people in it are not Force users, but like the one thing that binds everything together is space travel.
Right.
Because, I mean, that's a massive premise.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
So if you were in this universe, what ship would you have? And I mean, we don't need to make a fleet like we did a couple episodes ago. But if you were to have a ship out of the Star Wars universe, what would it be?
I don't know. Like
Any size.
What ships besides fighters and that one have we ever seen in the Star Wars universe? That's like a personal ship.
It doesn't have to be a personal ship.
Well, that's what I mean. I don't know anything about. I don't know enough stuff about Star Wars to be like, oh, I'd pick this so and so shit. Like I guess I could pick a fighter, but that's really all I know about.
Let's see.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying, right? Like
not really.
I have like 5 picks. I got like a fighter.
You do.
I got a fucking
lot
Star
more.
Destroyer. I got a fucking big ball. Like there's only a few options I could pick from here.
The big ball. Now I have a lot more, so that's just.
I know exactly what ship. I just got to find the name of it.
Like those weird transport-looking ships that look like penises. I don't know. Movies are what I base my knowledge off of.
They look like penises.
Yeah, it's like those weird transport ships that are like just really bulky looking and don't look like they'd be actually useful. I don't remember.
Like the Mon Calamari super cruisers?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
I have no idea.
It would either be the Fury or the XS Freighter. That would be the two I would have to pick from. The Fury is a lot like the Millennium, or not the Fury, but the XS Freighter is a lot like the Millennium Falcon. And then the Fury is a more combat-oriented ship.
They probably have a B-Wing. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, but those are the two I picked from. I'm leaning more towards the XS Freighter just because smuggling sounds like it'd be really fun.
The Super Mon Calamari cruisers are pretty cool too.
Right.
But that's big, super big. So
I wouldn't want a big capital ship ever.
Depends.
Because that's too many people I have to deal with.
It depends if I'm in charge.
You don't have to deal with them. You have somebody else that deals with them. You just tell them to.
But I have to deal with somebody else that deals with them. I don't want to deal with people, Steve. I just want to be on my own.
You can literally say, "Look, guy, you take care of everything. I'm going to be in my office. Don't ever talk to me ever again." And it puts your ship. It's like you push a button and the ship goes this way. You push a button, the ship goes that way.
Yeah,
but you don't
deal with
doing
people.
That. Somebody else would be piloting, and you'd just be sitting in your office.
Look at Darth Vader. He has his own ship, but he very rarely actually talks to anybody. He's just always in his little ball of power charge, I guess, or whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah. He's got a USB stick up his butt and needs power.
And when someone does bug him, he's like, "Why, if you would?"
USB 1, not USB 3.
No.
Right, so it takes forever to charge. That's why he's in there for so long.
He's got to charge up my respirators,
It's old
guys.
school.
Yeah, right.
Still haven't discovered USB 3 technology. It sucks.
Meanwhile, R2D2 is like zzz, like a supercharged, like haha, goodbye.
He's induction charging.
Yeah.
They don't have that on the Sith side.
So you guys have seen all 6 movies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what was the best movie?
Oh yeah.
It's not as easy.
Well, I like the older movies, but I don't like how shitty they look. And that kind of kills it for me, so it kind of puts it away from being the best movie.
From the man who plays Minecraft.
5th one?
So
5th
the
one,
first
Empire
old movie?
Strikes Back?
Yeah. Because I like how it dives into the Force and stuff, and you get to see a little bit more of that in it. Not a lot. It's more towards the end, but you get what I'm saying.
Empire is my favorite, too.
Probably
It's a good movie.
Not Return of the Jedi. What's this? Not 6th one. Oh, yeah, the 5th one. That's what I'm talking about. Yep.
Empire Strikes Back.
Yep.
The Hoth,
Not a New Hope.
Snowwalkers, ATSTs.
Yep. Force training. Or Yoda training, or whatever.
Yeah. I would
Yoda
pick
training.
that.
Luke, I am
and
your
then
father.
My favorite new one would probably be the first one. Because the second one was... Actually, no, the third one would be...
the first one.
Yeah,
the third one.
The Phantom fucking Menace. Now
the
this
third one
is
would
pod
be
racing.
No,
I would not.
It's not a pod
racing.
racing.
The second one was
Shut
like
the fuck
just
up.
a big love story.
Yeah,
And
a really creepy love story.
About someone who's like 10 years younger.
She's 5 years older.
Yeah.
And then what was the worst movie?
Worst movie? It's the second one. Or the digitally remastered.
I want to say the first one.
Return of the Jedi.
Phantom Menace versus the Clone Wars. Yeah, I think the second one.
The Phantom Menace was cool just because of the ending lightsaber battle.
Yeah.
That's
Plus,
all it's got for it.
Yeah, it had a great soundtrack, great visual effects, awesome. I almost said awesome acting, but that's not true. But awesome job by Ewan McGregor to play Obi-Wan.
Yes.
Yeah.
In that movie, I think that's easily the best character in that movie.
I mean, Liam Neeson did okay as Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yeah,
he was fine. They had a lot of big name actors in there though too.
Yeah, he played a good Jedi that needed a lot more backstory to make a lot of sense because he was a Jedi who was sort of branching out from the Jedi Order a bit. You know, he was a bit of a rogue.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
but then because it was the first movie and it was just to introduce the fucking kid, we couldn't see a lot of them.
Right.
Because why would you give us so much backstory if he's just going to die?
Anakin.
Right.
Yeah.
They need an episode 0.1.
For
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Well, there are books that aren't canon anymore, but there are books that go through Obi-Wan's apprenticeship all the way through from like when he's little to right before the movie
a youngling
starts.
Right.
And you get to see like half the books are from Obi-Wan's perspective and the other half are from Qui-Gon. So you get to see Qui-Gon grow. You know, he's a newly anointed knight. He's getting his apprentice. You know, sort of thing. So
that would be interesting to read.
Yeah, they're pretty good. The Jedi Apprentice series, that might be the other one. Is the same author did another series with the exact same premise, just with Obi-Wan and Anakin. So both very good. They're on Audible, I think. So yeah. So we've. At least Josh and I have played a lot of Star Wars video games.
Yes.
And I think Steve has played Star Wars video games.
Like once or twice, but I've never purchased one.
Okay, so what is your favorite Star Wars game?
My favorite Star Wars game would be
this was really
Knights of the Old Republic.
You see, this was really tough for me because Knights of the Old Republic was really
Unleashed.
good.
The Force Unleashed was really good too.
Yeah, I was never.
I
really
just like
a fan.
the combat
It's a
of
good
it.
story. It's a really good story. But Battlefront 2 is an excellent game.
Yeah.
Empire at War is an excellent game.
Oh, I never played Empire at War. Battlefront 2 is up there too, though, because that was just such a good game just to.
Yeah,
play.
my favorite Star Wars game at the end of the day was Rogue Squadron for N64.
I've never got in any kind of. That was Rogue Squadron. I played Rogue Squadron, but I
really liked it. It was Star Fox, but better in every way.
I was never really good at flying games at all.
Oh, see, like flying games recently have switched to like super realistic flight controls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and I hate that.
I like that.
I like it. I've actually
because it takes a game, it turns a game into a simulation, and I don't want to play a simulation.
I like simulations.
I want to play a game. So I press left on the joystick. I don't want to roll. I just want to turn left. So that's why I mean,
Brian doesn't like the future.
Stupid flight controls are, I just prefer stupid flight controls to realistic ones.
Yeah, I like the realistic ones just because I played a lot with them in the last year. So I've gotten used to it, and I feel like I would be horrible at stupid flight controls.
Yeah.
Like this doesn't work. I'm trying to roll, but I'm turning. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I need to roll and pitch. No.
Like you'd have a special button to do a barrel roll. Stuff like that. I like that.
Barrel roll button. No, I could just do this.
Star Fox all over again. Barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll. Do a barrel roll. But yeah. So, what was the worst Star Wars game?
Worst Star Wars game?
Yeah.
I don't know. Rogue Squadron for me because I hated flight sims. Or flight games.
Wow. That's really depressing.
Why?
Because now I hate you. I think my least favorite Star Wars game was the original Battlefront. Because it was really clunky.
It was really clunky, but I still enjoyed playing it.
But like, half the campaign was based around the Gungans.
Yeah.
I just don't really care. Which is funny because
I never
had to be.
Really
I always did Galactic Conquest. That's the only thing I ever did in any of those games was Galactic Conquest.
No.
Because it was
you
fun.
should play the Battlefront 2 campaign. It's really good. I mean, that's why the 501st Legion is huge.
I'll have to check that out, I guess.
Yeah.
Is there a Empire campaign, or is it all?
Yeah, you can play.
Good.
I mean,
see, perfect.
Well, it is. You play as the 501st Legion, which is a clone legion. Like the first half of the game is you're.
Oh, that's right. I remember playing a little bit of it.
And then the second one is you play as stormtroopers. And I distinctly remember the level where you went bad. You had to attack the Jedi Temple, and it was fucking impossible because it was a bunch of clones versus a bunch of Jedi. It was terrible.
Headshots everywhere.
You had to. It was just so bad. It was so bad. You had to destroy all the holocrons and yuck.
Yeah, I never did. I've never been a big campaign finisher. The only games I've beaten are probably Oblivion and Force Unleashed.
Yeah.
And I cheated to beat Oblivion. I just play games until I'm done playing them.
The levels where you had to stop the Star Destroyer from crashing into the ground, I could never figure out how to do it, so I had to cheat code my way around it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, what is your favorite character out of the series? And it could be from Clone Wars, could be from Rebels.
Malgus. Probably.
Who?
Darth Malgus, I'm pretty sure it is. I might be saying
Is that canon?
Oh, it has to be canon.
Yeah, so people know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Darth Malgus.
Otherwise, I would say Cartho Nassi.
Jar Jar Binks.
No, then it'd be Han Solo. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think Obi-Wan for me.
I like Yoda.
Yoda.
He's green.
The Yoda. Always loved the Yoda.
Yeah, Han Solo's just my favorite because he's just a smuggler, and it's awesome.
I like Obi-Wan because he was the only character that was consistently good throughout the entire series.
Yeah, that's very true, isn't it? He was like a true Jedi. Well, the last true Jedi.
Well, when was Luke ever bad?
Well, Luke was because he never really became a Jedi until the end, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so he's always flirted with it. Yeah. He was too old, as Yoda
just
said.
Bullseyeing Womp Rats doesn't make him bad.
No, he wasn't bad. It was just like Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan was a very consistent character, and it was nice to like have that handholding. I mean, you had R2D2 and C3PO throughout the entire series, but there's only 3 characters that make it all the way through, and it's C3PO, R2D2, and Obi-Wan Kenobi. So all 3 of those characters are in all 6 of the movies.
Yeah,
he's not in the second. Obi-Wan's not in the second one, really, or in the 5th one.
He is. Yeah,
he's there as Ghost
in the third
Obi-Wan.
one.
Yep.
But the actor had to act for the movie.
Yep.
That's true, yes.
So,
and he's because of that whole Force trick, he's like around now forever, or something.
Yeah. Apparently, so is Anakin for no good reason.
Yeah.
Because apparently, he didn't receive the training.
Yeah,
the whole thing, like the whole
dark
thing
side.
Like Qui-Gon was able to figure it out because of his like rebelness, and he was the one who reached out to Yoda, to teach him how to do it, and then Yoda, was taught how because he was so like Force involved that it would be easier for him. That way he could teach Obi-Wan, who needed to be able to teach Anakin.
Well, he might have learned from the Emperor. Yeah, because the Emperor always said, "I can teach you to learn or to live forever," and that might have been what he was equating it to.
Live in
I don't think that's
material
what he meant
form
at all.
He was more looking for immortality.
If the Emperor really understood what was happening, chances are he would have told Darth Vader about it, and he wouldn't have just killed Obi-Wan in A New Hope.
It could just be general skill. I mean, he had the highest midichlorian count of all time, so it might have just been that he was just. He was going to end up there no matter what.
Right.
Yeah, it's possible.
There's a lot of possibilities.
Because he was possibly birthed by midichlorians and stuff. Like, all this stuff would mean that he has such a strong connection with the Force that it would just naturally happen for him.
Yeah, it's possible.
Which would explain like where people learned how to do it in the first place. At some point, someone must have naturally had done it or done it accidentally, and then they taught the next person, and so on and so forth.
This is how you be a ghost.
Yeah, exactly. So.
And then it begins.
Yep.
So, and I'm going to kind of break this question down a bit more. And since we've all already said all of our favorite characters are also good guys.
Yes.
So who would be your favorite bad guy?
Was it Darth Maul?
Grievous.
Yeah. Grievous.
Yes.
That's a good answer. He is a badass. Grievous is really cool.
Because I don't consider any of the Fets to be bad guys.
No, they're just
they're mercenaries.
General. Yeah, mercenaries. They're not necessarily bad.
The bounty hunters are just across the line into the bad, whereas the smugglers are just across the line into the good.
Yeah.
Because they're both breaking the law, but one is killing and one
bounty
is
hunters
stealing.
really breaking the law, though, when it's the law that puts out the bounty, and then the bounty hunters bring it to the law and get the payment. Like, they're kind of, on the side of the police, in a way.
Smugglers being worse than bounty hunters, because smugglers are transporting illegal goods.
Right.
When bounty hunters are just holding up the law.
It's just bounty hunters don't always take bounties from the cops. They take them from bad guys sometimes.
Yeah, they take it from crime lords.
A lot of times, bounties come from the police themselves as a reward for capturing somebody. Especially in real life. So
that's why I didn't pick on any of those, because
they're definitely neutral characters.
Boba Fett before Jango Fett.
Yeah, I think I would have to say Darth Maul as well.
He was underrated, unfortunately, in the movie. He wasn't used well to his full potential, but he is an awesome character.
Jango Fett.
Darth Maul. Jango Fett? No. I think he was there because he had to be, pretty much. I mean, I think Jango had better armor than Boba, but I like blue over green.
Because that was newer technology.
Newer,
older technology.
Yeah, newer, older technology.
They should have did this backwards.
Yeah.
I hate
so, other than humans, or you can't say human, what is your favorite species?
Female or male?
It doesn't matter.
Yes, this is species.
It's just species.
But I like female Twi'leks, but I don't like them.
What species you would have sex with is the next question.
Twi'lek. But my favorite species would probably be the Darth Maul species, which is like rabbit or something.
The Zebak?
Zebak, yeah.
Zebak.
Or actually the Sith. I like the Sith species a lot too. But
Corabinian? The species that
Korriban,
evolved
yeah.
from Korriban?
They're the Sith. They're called the Sith, and it's they're from Korriban, but that was the original Sith. They were called Sith.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What species was that one Padawan from the show you made me watch?
Clone Wars?
Yeah.
She is Toruta.
Okay, that was cool.
Toguruta. And that's your favorite species?
Yeah, that one was a cool species. That or whatever the fuck Yoda is.
Right, Yoda species. It's just called Yoda species.
Yeah.
I think my favorite species were the Mandalorians. Because they were always a little bit force sensitive.
Right.
Like as a species, it's kind of a little unprecedented. They were very human-like.
Yeah.
But they were always really cool characters.
Yep.
Right.
You're a little bad, but it's okay.
Sometimes, not all of them were. Like Obi-Wan Kenobi was in love with a Mandalorian.
Right.
The Mandalorian senator. So.
Mm-hmm.
And Sabine is a Mandalorian in Star Wars Rebels. So. It's cool. It's a cool species. But as to what species I would have sex with, I would go with the Togruta.
Togruta? I like the Twi'leks better.
The Twi'leks.
You guys know so much more about Star Wars than I do.
Yep. What would you want?
The last one that I said, just because that's the only
one?
one that I can really think of when I think of an opposite sex species person. I can't think of any others.
There are those weird cat people. There are the Ethereans with the massive necks.
Yeah, I don't remember any of those.
Those guys.
The a Wookiee. You could.
No, I'd do one of those little hamster teddy bear guys before I do a Wookiee.
An Ewok.
Yeah, an Ewok.
Or a Jawa. Wootini.
Those are actually pretty cool race too.
Oh my god. Yeah, so that was that question.
Yeah.
That'd be so we've seen Clone Wars, Star Wars Clone Wars, the cartoon.
Yeah, some of it, most of it.
Yeah, most because I forced Steve to watch it. Did you watch it, Josh?
I tried watching it. Liam likes it a lot, but I haven't watched it.
Well, it's a good show for a kid, that's for sure.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it was pretty intense for a cartoon.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it might have gone a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's why I stopped watching it.
It was weird that they gave Anakin an apprentice.
Yeah.
But whatever. I like the episodes that were more like about the universe and not Anakin.
Right.
You know, that weren't the story of Anakin. Like the episode where Ahsoka and Yoda were taking the younglings to Ilum to get their lightsabers. And then you get to learn how the lightsabers were made. And then there are wooden lightsabers. I would love a wooden lightsaber. That'd be awesome. Screw the metal.
Why not? You can put it in just about anything. You can do it with electronics too. You could put your fucking smartphone shit inside a wooden frame if you wanted to. It's just not going to last as long, but you could do it.
It's true.
Yeah. So, and then I'm the only one who's seen Rebels, right?
Yeah.
That's too bad because it's good. It's good. It's based around Ezra Bridgers, who is a force-sensitive child who has been adopted into this like ragtag band of rebels who eventually get into the very beginnings of the rebellion, and Ezra is taught by Kanan, who is an ex Padawan who managed to get away after Order 66 because his master saved him.
Do you know what Order 66 is, Steve?
I have no idea. I saw it's going right over my head.
Order 66 is
when they killed all the Jedi.
If you try to explain everything I don't know, you're going to be doing nothing but explain for the next 20 minutes.
Okay.
Order 66 was to kill all the Jedi, Steve. You learned something today.
So,
if I was paying attention.
What did I just say, Steve?
I honestly don't know.
Oh God, I hate you so much.
God, Steve.
You're a garbage human.
Oh my God. Jeez. But anyway, he survived, and he's like this really bitter, like half Jedi out there who's trying to do right by Ezra because the universe didn't do right by him, sort of thing. And then there's Hera, who's a Twi'lek pilot, like an amazing, like Anakin level pilot, but not Force sensitive. And she's the one that helped develop the B-Wing, and she becomes like the first captain in the fleet as an official rebel fleet, and stuff like that. And then there's Sabine, who is the Mandalorian, like young woman, almost teenager. And she has a past as a bounty hunter, but now she's a good guy, but she's like a demolition expert, and she spends her time graffitiing, like in the Mandalorian style. She really is like a rebel teenager with a good heart, pretty much.
Nobody understands me.
Yeah, right. So
I have to show my teenage angst in graffitis.
And then there's Zeb, who is a Lasat, which is a cat, pretty much, who's like the big muscle of the group.
A cat being big muscle, I would have never saw that.
Yeah. And then there's Chopper, who is the, token droid in the series, who is very much like a Mark II astromech. So it's he's a bit like the red one in A New Hope, the one that blew up, and then Luke was like, get the other one, get R2 instead. Yeah, so he's one of those. Okay. So, yep. And then Ahsoka is in it as well, which sort of validates Clone Wars as a series. And it turns out that like Ahsoka is like one of the founding members of the rebellion. So, which is pretty cool, I think.
Yeah, I should probably check that out. That's cool. Cool.
Yeah, they're only halfway through season 2, so you'd be able to catch up relatively easy. Plus, it's a kids show, so it's only 22-minute episodes.
Because that's their attention span.
Yeah, pretty much. So, yeah. So, Star Wars.
Fuck you, Steve. Just because you don't know anything about anything important doesn't mean you have to be a dick about it.
I wasn't being a dick. I was providing entertainment for anyone who's in the same boat as I am, where it's like, okay, fuck all this.
You need to watch it. It's good.
Yeah.
You need to learn all the Star Wars.
No, I don't.
Learn it all.
I'm a Trekkie. I'm sorry. I'm never going to learn everything about Star Wars.
Okay, this was actually my last question. So which is better, Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Trek.
Star Trek.
Yeah, Josh.
Really? You really think it's better? Wow,
It's...
we've converted him.
I'm surprised to hear him say that when he hasn't really watched anything.
Right?
About
Yeah,
Star
you've
Trek.
watched
all
10
all
episodes
the lore behind it and all that.
And maybe a movie or 3.
Yeah.
But I still like it.
12 Star Trek
I like the
movies?
idea of Star Trek better than the idea of Star Wars.
Right.
Because it's
And
more possible.
it's about the journey instead of about a war.
Exactly.
Except for Deep Space Nine, which is half about a war. But
yeah. But there's still deep space, so it's about the journey.
Like
still Trek,
with
damn it.
everything that I know about Star Wars, and I'm a huge nerd when it comes to Star Wars, more than Josh, which I think pisses him off a little bit. But like even with all of that, I like and know more about Star Trek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Yep.
Like I know more about Star Wars, but Star Trek is just a lot more appealing to me. 100%.
Might have to do another one of these then when the Star Trek movie comes out.
Yeah. Beyond.
That could work.
Trailer
I could
drop.
be like you, Steve, just talking to my hands, doing hand puppets.
Well, Steve and I just go on and on and on about tricorder variations.
Yeah. I mean, I still don't know that much about Star Trek, but I do know more about Star Trek than I know about Star Wars.
That's good.
If Brian could apply the science he knows from Star Trek, he could be an astrophysicist.
Instead of what he's doing now.
Oh, come on, scientists, get it together. Yeah. So okay, this has been the Star Wars themed AvP chat.
Yeah.
Go out.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah. Unless we got everything else,
the movie.
wrap it up.
Yeah. Tell us
It
what
should
you
be
think.
good.
Tell us about it, because if you spoil it, I'm going to kill you.
Hey, it's gonna be the first good
Or
Star
Jay and
Wars
Silent
movie
Bob your ass.
since the third of the old, so the sixth Star Wars movie.
Well, I don't.
That was hard
Yeah.
math, Steve. I'm proud of you.
That was.
I had to.
3
Well,
plus
most
3.
people don't see the old movies as 4, 5, and 6. They see it as
It was
1, 2, and 3.
Well, the
right.
people
Well,
are
so-
stupid.
Return of the Jedi.
Like
is
people
the
my
movie in
age and
question.
stuff. Right.
But I didn't really think that. Like, here's a super controversial thing. I think
Yeah.
Revenge of the Sith is better than Return of the Jedi. Movie 3 was better than 6, in my opinion.
That's probably true, but that's just because movie 6 was starting to, get into that whole habit of, just being like the third movie. It's never going to be as good as the first one.
It was the Ewoks that did it for me. I was like,
yeah.
No, I'm done
Right.
with this.
Just because you guys couldn't budget a fucking full Chewbacca or Wookiee race doesn't mean you have to make little tiny teddy bears.
No, it was
Right.
geared toward the kids. That's what it was for. The
It was-
Ewoks were for kids. Just like the Jar Jar race were meant for the kids as well. And the kids
Yeah,
enjoyed it.
the
The kids
Gungans.
enjoyed both of those things.
Yeah, they
like
did.
Jar Jar. Or
The kids
Gungans.
did. The kids did.
Well, I was a kid when the original movie came out.
Yeah.
Or
Smaller the kids.
Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
And I was.
hated
I'm
the
sure-
Gungans.
Yeah, I'm sure
Yeah.
at the time you were like, "Oh, Jar's cool."
No, I was like,
No,
oh,
I
those
was like,
droids are
Liam
fucking
Neeson's
awesome.
a fucking Jedi. This is awesome.
I was more like, those droids are fucking awesome.
Yeah, the droids
Yeah.
were awesome.
Yeah.
Like
Oh
the
my
droideka and the battle droids.
Yeah.
Droideka.
There were a lot more droid stuff happening, that's for sure.
That's another good reason why Battlefront 2 is such a good game.
All the droids.
Because you get to
yeah.
play as all the droids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Well, thanks for watching.
Yep.
Yep, join us next week when we talk about Christmas.
Yes, and we're going to try to attempt to do a live
That's gonna be not controversial at all.
chat.
We're gonna do a live.
But
on-
it'll be
on the, on the Twitches.
normally if we do it live all the time it'll be Mondays, but next week's going to be Tuesday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. So join us live if you want, and we'll answer your questions about what we think on Christmas.
yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
or other holidays.
Yeah, like
Yes.
Hanukkah or the winter solstice.
Hanukkah.
Hanukkah will be over. I think Hanukkah.
It's a winter holiday.
Yeah, it ends like Monday.
It's a
next
winter
Monday.
holiday.
Monday. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, it is a winter holiday.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
is New Year's. It's the winter holiday,
Yep.
kinda. Anyway, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Or
Right.
whatever HTC is. So
Or
it's like
or PlayStation.
yeah. Well, PlayStation's gonna be a console specific one. It's not.